What's up, everyone? It's Erica Ballesteros, founder of the Change Project and long-standing member of the Queen Creek Chamber's Education Committee. I am here today with my dude, Alonso De La Torre.
Hi, everyone.
Alonso is actually one of my summer interns, but he has a really cool perspective, and today we wanted to put out a video. Our entire Education Committee has been hosting a conference called Elevate for Tomorrow-E4T for short. And we really wanted to create awareness of what's this conference all about. It really kind of came from discussions that were had at the annual Business and Education Summit that we host here in Queen Creek. And this is where all of our local business leaders get together, people that are in education, the administrators, and then local government officials to talk about what can we do to help our youth become more employable, to help them become more ready for life. And so the Elevate for Tomorrow conference came from this place to say, okay, well, what can we do? So we targeted all of our local Queen Creek and Santan Valley juniors, since they've got one more year to figure out life, even though that's not fair, right? But at the end of the day, we wanted to set them up for success in a different way. So how can we help them with developing soft skills? How can we help them with navigating all of the different pathways that exist through hearing from local business leaders, hearing their stories, their success principles, what led them to where they're at, what are the jobs that exist in those roles. And Alonso has such a cool perspective. He not only joined us as a sophomore being a part of the DECA program at Queen Creek High, but he was also a participant for his junior year. And then this last year as a senior, he was our MC for the conference we hosted actually out at Central Arizona College. And this next year, coming up January 10th, put it on your calendars now, we're going to be hosting it at ASU's Polytech campus. So wanted to really get Alonso to weigh in so that we can share this with parents, with local business leaders, with educators too, so they can say like, hey students, like this is what you're going to gain from this. So Alonso, why don't you just kind of share like, what was it like as a sophomore, and then again participating in as a junior, and then this last year as our MC. You're welcome, but anyway. You're totally nominated because you're awesome, but
thank you.
Just tell us kind of what your experience.
Okay, so my sophomore year through DECA, I was able to participate in E4T as a volunteer/ambassador type of deal, and seeing it from an outside perspective was even then so impactful to me as a student at that time. I was only 16 as a sophomore, and so just getting that head start on college and careers really does help me a lot in that time frame, because I was still young. I wasn't really thinking about where to go or what to do, but E4T really did help out a lot. Just seeing all those different types of businesses come out and set up booths, and then all the other keynote speakers. I know Chick-fil-A had
their Leadership Academy.
Yes, he came out and he talked to us about like how important it is, like how much they value education, and honestly, like I think that's the most important thing is that we need to like push education to students, not just education, but like also have it work in tandem with being ready for the workforce, being employed, like being responsible. Really is what they're trying to teach us. And so that sort of outside perspective really did help out a lot. But then coming in junior year, actually being like part of it, when it's geared towards you, junior years you're like 17-year-old, and so you're thinking about life now, like even more than you are. You have 1 year left of high school, and so you're just trying to think like, what am I going to do? Like, what interests me the most? And E4T really did have a lot of options for that. They have brought out different types of industries, different fields that like interest or like pique your interest. You had like hands-on, practical. You had technological ones, software skills. And so just overall, all that diversity in that area really does help, spark interest. And then not only that, I felt like the keynote speakers were really involved too. Like they had a passion for what they were doing, and I feel that rubbing off on the students really did help out too. And then senior year, just a few months ago, I was actually the MC, as Erica said, and it was a ride, honestly. It was so much fun. Just standing up on stage and just talking to people who are like just 1 year younger than me, but also trying to tell them like, hey, this is such a wonderful thing. It has really impacted my life because I'm going to college now. I talked to an ASU representative who went to E4T, and I talked to him about like, hey, like what should I do? What kind of scholarship should I do? And he really did give me a boost up. And I feel those students who like are very, how would I say this? Like they're very not honestly responsible, but like they're very involved in their life, and like they're interested in how they want to like progress further. I feel like E4T really does help them give that little boost up they need, little kickstart as it is, to just get them further along in their career in life. And I feel that learning those kind of skills, like how to make a resume, how to do an interview, like how to dress for an interview. Those little things add up and they count. And when you put it all together, it just really makes you more like stand out. It helps you stand out a lot more.
I love that.
And so
You got to see it kind of evolve too, because this last year we actually added a resume building and interview workshop, and this coming year, I mean, we continue to solicit student feedback. Hey, what was your experience? And you know, some kids are like, hey, it's a cool day out of school, but you know, obviously we get it. There's not gonna be everyone that has that mindset, but from your lens, you know, it's just pretty for you to say like, hey, I talked to this leader and you know, this representative ASU, and this is what really kind of helped me go, ooh, like that's the path that I want to take. And that's really awesome, and that's what we continue to do to progress. This will be our 4th annual one coming up in 2020, which is kind of a big deal for us, but we continue to hear different perspectives shared. You know, hey, what else could we be doing to enhancing this? So this coming year, actually above and beyond having just a resume building interview workshop, because someone like yourself that's gone through DECA, you've got a ton of stuff from an interviewing perspective. So we are now going to be hosting a variety of workshops that students are going to have to register for, but it'll be about problem solving, about setting goals and achieving them, even getting to hear from the lens of a student on campus. So that's been kind of our overarching goal, is how can we continue to really illustrate the value of this and the benefit that you receive as a student, but the benefit that we receive collectively as a community, because all of our local employers, you know, they want to have that talent that's groomed, that kind of has an idea of what the heck they're doing in life and where to go, like, and there's so many different leaders. Even if you look at like the HVAC industry, we have a ton of different leaders in that space alone. Well, you might jive under a certain leader and maybe not under another. So we wanted to offer that perspective too. And so I appreciate you kind of sharing your story, because that's our goal. We want to make sure that parents are aware of what we're doing. We want to make sure that the teachers are like, oh my gosh, you got to go to this, right? Because they're taking a day out of their classroom. So we love and respect that. And at the end of the day, we're here to really explore the ways that we can keep elevating your ceiling of potential, and exploring the ways that can have a trickle effect to everyone else in our community, in addition to post-secondary education. If you go to this event, Alonso, and you meet with somebody, and then all of a sudden you're like, like that's the track I want to go on.
It snowballs into like everything, honestly.
Yeah, I love that. So I appreciate you kind of sharing your story. That's our goal. E4T 2020, January 10th. We're super excited to have it at a different college campus, because whether or not you're college bound or not, you're going to get the chance to visit with so many different local employers. So if you are a local employer, then visit with us, because we want to see how you can get involved. But really, for everyone in our community, we just wanted to get a chance to kind of share this message and share the value, share the impact that it's had on you. Now you're setting your sights up to ASU this fall.
Devil Gang.
Game on. I don't even know how to do it, but I did graduate from ASU, so I am a former Devils alumni, so game on. All right, what do you do? Crap. They're going to kill me for this, but all right. You'll teach me later. Bye. All right, well, thank you, Alonso, for your time. Just love and adore, you know, everything about you, and I'm super excited to see where you go in this big, wide world. So, all right, well, peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next year. E4T, January 12th, 2020.